This is RTV6 News at Noon, working for you.
Our city's restaurants have always been at the center of what makes Indianapolis such a wonderful place to live.
Now at noon, taking slow steps to help businesses reopen. It means outdoor dining for restaurants, and that will mean that your downtown drive may be changing for a while. Good afternoon to you. I'm Lauren Casey. We are 2 days away from restaurants in Indianapolis and Marion County being allowed to reopen for dining, but the dining will be limited to outdoor seating only as we continue to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, Mayor Joe Hogsett announced a series of changes designed to give restaurants in some high-traffic areas more space to set up tables outside to meet social distancing mandates. It includes shutting down several streets to traffic, turning them into pedestrian walkways for now. The mayor says the city-county government wants to help restaurants reopen as successfully as possible.
Indianapolis will stand by our businesses every step of the way through this difficult reopening process. We recognize how critical you are to the livelihood of our residents, how critical you are to the livelihood of our economy.
So here's a look at the roads that will be shut down starting this Friday. Mass Ave from Delaware to College Avenue, also the southern half of Monument Circle, Georgia Street from Illinois to Pennsylvania Street, Illinois Street from Georgia Street to Market, closed to traffic. Also closed Broad Ripple Avenue from the Monon Trail to College Avenue. Again, these street closures will turn stretches of road into pedestrian walkways. The city is asking pedestrians to instead stay off the sidewalks. That will allow restaurants space for tables and to maintain social distancing. The Department of Public Works says those road closures will eliminate about 500 parking spaces, but the city will publicize where close parking can be found. The mayor says as of now, he does not expect any indoor dining to be allowed in Marion County until at least 4th of July. You may recall that's when most of the rest of the state is supposed to be removed from almost all COVID-19 restrictions. We have much more on these road closures and the plan for Marion County restaurants right now at theindychannel.com. Indianapolis is modifying its guidelines. On the same day, the state health department reported a spike in COVID-19 deaths. 57 new deaths reported over the past 24 hours, with many of those deaths taking place over the past 4 days. That gives Indiana almost 1,700 confirmed deaths, and that number grows to more than 1,800 if you add in the deaths that are possibly linked to the coronavirus. We do want to take a turn right now on our Tuesday and talk about our forecast, what we can expect outside. Todd Clausen is standing by from home this midday. Todd, good afternoon. What can we expect as we head out the door?
Lauren, good afternoon to you and everybody. We're dealing with scattered showers still here across central Indiana. The coverage probably not as great as they were this morning, getting a little bit of a break right now, but more showers are expected, unfortunately, as we head into the afternoon hours. As far as where the rain is falling right now, as you take a live look at Storm Team 6 radar, it is on the eastern side of the state as you make your way into the Richmond area over towards Rushville as well. And these showers just continue to stream in from east to west across the area, so a little different than normal. They're kind of backing in from Ohio, and as we expand out even further, you can see that there's plenty of rain that still stretches all the way down into Kentucky, and that still has to pinwheel into our area because the center of low pressure is down across central Kentucky, and until that moves off towards the east, these showers are going to continue to fall at times across the area. So TrueCast will show you the showers off and on throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours. I do think there'll be enough breaks here and there for you maybe to get a quick walk or run in through the neighborhood, but I wouldn't make it a super long one. And then as we transition into tomorrow morning, that's finally when we'll start to see most of the rain taper off. Temperatures right now are in the 60s. We won't really go up much more here throughout the remainder of the day as these showers continue. So it's a little bit below normal. Not terrible though, Lauren, temperature-wise. We're going above normal. I really think you're going to like the temperatures for Memorial Day weekend. More on that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Todd, thank you so much. Some breaking news now just into the RTV6 newsroom. This is going to be a major blow to the city's economy this year. Gen Con says it will cancel its annual gathering in Indy this summer. In a post to its website, Gen Con says the safety and health of our attendees, exhibitors, and staff are of the utmost important to us, and we cannot in good conscience host a gathering of thousands. While doing so could threaten the health of so many. We have much more on this developing story right now at theindychannel.com, and of course we'll have more details coming up tonight on the news at 5 and 6 o'clock. We'll take a look here. If you're driving northbound from Indianapolis on I-65, heading northwest, here is a heads up to you. Here's a live look from our traffic camera in that area. This is at I-65, the northbound lanes here at US 52. You can see the interstate is blocked, traffic being diverted right now. The northbound lanes in the area remain closed right now because of a semi-truck crash. It happened overnight. It overturned. It's taking crews a while to clear this up this morning. We've been monitoring this since the morning hours. So northbound drivers on 65, you need to get on US 52. At State Road 28, though, you can get back on the interstate. Just head westbound and reconnect with the northbound lanes of the interstate. New this midday, the Metro Police Chief is asking for the public to give him time as he puts in place several reforms. These are reforms that had already been announced but were fast-tracked after the recent police shooting death sparked a series of protests. Chief Randall Taylor says all patrol officers will have body cameras by the end of August. He also says his use of force review board, which will include up to 4 citizens, is still being crafted, and he says that he should have more to say about that board over the next couple of weeks.
What's your message to those that are watching and who still believe that this is not enough?
Well, it's a beginning, all right? So in this case, I would suspect after a year or two or so that use of force board might look different. All I can do is assure them that I will take all the steps necessary to put them at ease. Let's get it started, see what it looks like, and then reevaluate as we go forth and see where changes may need to be made. But hopefully they will they'll give me some time to see what it looks like. And
well, the chief adds that the department will not need to go to the city county council to ask for more money for the body cameras. He says a 5-year contract has not been signed as of today. As of now, there's no further update on the investigations into the police shooting death of Drayshawn Reed. Reed was killed by an IMPD officer on May 6th after a chase on the northwest side. While Metro Police conduct the administrative investigation, the Marion County Prosecutor's Office is still waiting for a judge to rule on a request to appoint a special prosecutor from outside of the county. New this midday, one firefighter was treated at the scene for overheating after a house fire on the north side. This all started just after 8:30 this morning on Meridian Street near 59th. Fire crews tell us the fire was mainly in the attic of that home. A family of 3 was inside, but they managed to get out safely. Well, it's been more difficult for some people to stay in shape during the pandemic, but up next, while the gyms remain closed, we'll show you how one place is bringing that workout directly to your home. Todd.
And Lauren, we're still dealing with rain showers on Storm Team 6 radar, and we will throughout the remainder of the afternoon. At times, there are some dry hours mixed in, but the overall forecast, that will improve as we head towards the holiday weekend. We'll talk all about it when the News at Noon continues right here on RTV6.
The story of soaps, tonight, 9/8 Central.
Well, you may find it difficult to stay active during the stay-at-home order, especially if the gyms and fitness centers closed. RTV6's Brad Brown shows us, though, how one major facility is staying open for you online.
For every piece of pizza, there's some push-ups. For every burger, there's some burpees. And for every shake, there's a shuffle.
15 seconds.
Working out in your living room is only weird if you think it is, but the trainers at the Indy YMCA have put together several online programs to help keep your mind and body healthy during these difficult times.
We are still a community, even though our building's closed. We're still providing and pushing forward with our mission and keeping us all together.
On any given day, thousands of people come through the doors of the branches of the Greater Indianapolis YMCA. For 2 months now, those gyms have been empty, but the Y remains committed to serving its members.
We really wanted to get as much content out there for the really broad spectrum of members and community members that we serve in order to try and keep people as connected with each other, but also well during this time as we could.
Now, the Indy Y has created an online portal with a wide variety of services, from cardio and strength training.
Let's go, same weight.
Take it to a level that best fits you today.
To yoga and Pilates. The Y staff has something for every fitness level.
The overall intent was still to serve our community and our members in the best way we could. but we had to get really broad in making sure that we were serving a whole lot of needs for a much longer period of time.
And beyond the workouts, there are wellness programs and healthy cooking tips, activities for kids as well, going all in online with the wise mission of serving mind, body, and spirit.
One team, one goal. So we're all in it together, as you know, with the SGT, our small group training. And we're all complaining at the same time. We're all sweating, and instructors are there with you, even though it's not in person, but we're still, forming that team.
Whether you're in small group training or you're just a member of our community, we're all in this together. And so we've really tried to sort of focus on that philosophy at the Y and really being there for our community and our members as best we can.
Working for you, Brad Brown, RTV6.
Brad, thank you. Well, gyms in most parts of the state are scheduled to reopen next week in phase 3 of the governor's plan. The Y will be making adjustments to smaller class sizes and distancing in their wellness centers. They say many of the virtual programs will continue. Now, we know a lot of people have been working from home for a while now, but some people just aren't able to. So next, how one workspace could provide a blueprint for other companies in this new normal. We'll be right back.
Keller and Keller. Right now.
As the pandemic and social distancing guidelines continue, more companies and employees are coming up with long-term plans for remote work. But for some, working from home just isn't an option. RTV6's Cornelius Hawker shows you how a unique co-working space in Carmel is providing a solution while also keeping workers safe.
It was really kind of looking at each person to see kind of what their needs were.
Christina Monson on helping her clients continue their work at Office Evolution.
It allows them to still get work done, but also in a safe manner.
There are signs up throughout the office telling people to keep their distance from each other. Every other workstation is open, and there are hand sanitizers and wipes readily available.
So I felt comfortable that me going in, that I was in a fairly, I guess, as safe as you can be at this point.
Stuart Wood has been consistently coming into Office Evolution to get his work done. He says the setup for him and others is perfect to maintain social distancing.
We all have our own offices, so we're pretty separated anyways.
Stuart handles small business and individual tax returns as an accountant. Having a professional workspace is something he says is a top priority to keep sensitive information safe. It's also convenient for Stuart when it comes to getting work done for his clients.
Is really difficult to do with a limited number of monitors. And so I have my monitor set up here at this office and those sorts of things, which I do not have at home.
With big companies like Twitter telling their employees they can work from home forever, business experts think it's just a matter of time before this option becomes something that's the norm. If it happens, places like Office Evolution are prepared to offer those who need or prefer a professional workspace.
Everybody has to pivot right now, so it's kind of stepping back and looking at your business and going, okay, what changes do we need to make?
Working for you, Cornelius Hawker, RTV6.
Elias, thank you. We do want to take a turn right now to our forecast. Todd Clausen is standing by with what we can expect on our Tuesday. Hey, Todd.
Lauren, more rain, unfortunately, is in the forecast here throughout the day today. And then even in the coming days, there are some rain chances. But today, by far, as you see, is the highest threat of rain. And the good news is it's going to generally be light rain throughout the day today. The National Weather Service actually dropped most of the flash flood watches across the area. There's still just a couple out there right along the state line. It does include Richmond. And speaking of Richmond, that is where some of the rain is continuing to fall here at this noon hour, stretching really right along I-70 from Richmond back into Henry County, south of Newcastle, and then into the Greenfield area, the southern half of Hancock County, northern Shelby County, seeing a little bit of light rain, and some of that rain now just starting to sneak in to portions of the Indianapolis area. And we're just going to kind of deal with these showers off and on throughout the day today. And you notice that they've been a lot heavier in this 3-hour radar loop in the Ohio area. So what happens is it's pretty heavy rain where flash flood warnings are posted throughout Cincinnati and into the Dayton area. But as the rain kind of progresses here into central Indiana, as it gets a little closer, or further away rather, from the area of low pressure, which is down to our south, we're just dealing with some rain showers off and on. It's not that steady rainfall, but look at this tight little swirl here. That is the actual area of a low pressure that's in place. So what we need for it to happen is for this area of low pressure to finally start to pull off towards the east. It's been very slow to do so because we have the remnants of what was Tropical Storm Arthur still offshore, and that was kind of causing a logjam here in the weather department. But eventually this area of low pressure, as they kind of lose their moisture source, they rain themselves out. So we'll keep scattered showers in the forecast here throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours, even a few lingering showers into the overnight hours. But by the time we get to tomorrow morning, it still could be kind of a damp feel out of there, but most of the showers should be gone. We're not looking at a ton in the way of additional rainfall. Most people under 1/10 of an inch. Some locations could get a little bit more than that. As far as temperatures, it's not a real cold rain. Temperatures just a little bit below normal today. We're in the 60s right now, and that's basically where we will stay. We're not going to see our temperatures go up much more throughout the day today. And tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, maybe a little bit of sunshine appearing late in the day. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the 60s, but by Friday we are in the mid-70s with sunshine. And then there's that Memorial Day weekend forecast. High temperatures will be in the 80s. I know there's some storm chances over the weekend, Lauren, but at this point it looks like it's just some scattered thunderstorms, about a 30% chance each day. No day is going to be a washout, so you can kind of make those outdoor plans for the holiday weekend since it's going to be warm, but just know that there will be some minor rain chances in the forecast.
All right, Todd, thank you so much. Well, staying at home day after day may have you feeling a little down, perhaps looking for a furry companion to keep you company, but you do need to be careful. Tim Escala with the Better Business Bureau tells us a lot of criminals are taking advantage of people's loneliness.
Yeah, we've really seen the puppy scams increase incredibly during this whole COVID-19 event. And what's happening is so many people are working and, really living constantly at home that they are searching for a pet. And what's happening now is they're going out online, seeing these absolutely adorable pets that people are offering online. But many times those pets that you see online, it's a scam. Those pets don't actually exist. What's going to happen is you're going to, number one, pay for money to get this pet, and then there's going to be an endless number of stories about they've got to import this pet from another country. There are certain fees, there's veterinary costs, things like they have to have special cages, all types of things to continue to get you to pay money. What you've got to understand is the pet that you think you bought doesn't actually exist. So we always tell people before you want to go out and get a pet, actually go out and see the pet, make certain that it exists, that you can see the conditions that it was existing in, all those types of things. And then another thing you might want to think about is there are lots of abandoned pets that are in animal shelters. That's a great place also to get a pet, but be very, very skeptical about getting a pet online. These pets look great, they look adorable, they simply don't exist, but you're going to spend a lot of money and you're going to be very disappointed. So we have seen this increase quite a bit during this COVID-19 event. Pets are a great way to, create a little bit of a family for yourself, but just be careful where you get it.
Great advice, Tim. Thank you so much. Well, when we come back here, it is time for our Pet of the Week. We're going to introduce you to Tamworth. We'll tell you can make this puppy part of your family. Maybe go on some runs with you to get in shape during this pandemic. We'll be right back after the break.
Rose Senior Living in the heart of Carmel.
Welcome back. Tuesday means it's time to bring you our Pet of the Week from Indy Humane. And so today we want you to meet Tamworth. Take a look at your screen. Tamworth is a female shelter dog. She's only about 6 months old. She's a wiggly, joyful girl who's learning her puppy manners, of course. She's smart, active, and will excel with someone who has the desire to conduct some training. She'd be a great fit for someone who's looking for a dog to go on some daily runs or do high-energy activities. Tamworth adoption fee is $175, and you can find out how to make an appointment to see Tamworth right now. You could just go to indyhumane.org. All right, she's pretty cute, Todd. I don't know, you could use a companion for your runs.
She is. I love how she has like the white and black going on, kind of split down her face there with that black spot. Looks good. All right, scattered showers today, drier tomorrow at 64, and then the heat that builds in for the weekend.
All right, Todd, thank you. And thank you for joining us and making RTV6 your choice for news. Come back and join us for the news at 5 o'clock. We hope you have a great Tuesday afternoon.